Sacrificing yourself to save the entire family, this is your greatest honor. Those words became the nightmare that jolted Xiao Nua awake every night for 3 years. Once favored by heaven, he was betrayed by his own family and cast out by his sect because of a single drop of the heaven's phoenix blood, falling from the clouds into the mud. When he was besieged by his former kin deep in the mountains, on the verge of utter despair, fate finally bared its fangs, not an end, but a beginning. The 9 great female emperors, sealed for 100 millennia, are about to awaken because of him. All the immortals and demons of the realms will tremble. Hiss! The searing pain of a cold blade piercing through my backbone coiled around my soul like a venomous serpent. I jolted awake beneath a tree, gasping for air, my clothes drenched in cold sweat. That dream again, that nightmare. It has haunted me for 3 whole years. My name is Xiao Nua. I was once the most brilliant prodigy of the Xiao clan in Lizard Moon City. On the day I was born, a crimson gold aura swirled around me, and within my body was nurtured a legendary drop of the celestial phoenix blood. Back then, I was the one among the stars, held high by all. He was the undisputed #1 among the younger generation of Lizard Moon City. But all that glory was shattered on that night 3 years ago. I still remember that day. Father stood on the high platform, his eyes so cold that he felt like a stranger to me. He said, "Xiao Nuo, as a descendant of the Xiao family, it's time for you to make a contribution to the clan." Next to him stood people from the Heavenly Firmament Sword sect. They looked down from above as if watching a lamb waiting to be slaughtered. They said that the young master of the Heavenly Firmament Sword sect needed my heavenly phoenix blood to forge the war phoenix sacred body. All I had to do was hand over this drop of blood. Then the Heavenly Firmament Sword sect would protect the Xiao family for 300 years. 300 years for a cultivation family. This was a promise sufficient to elevate an ordinary clan into a top-tier noble house. Thus, in the eyes of those so-called elders, my pain, my future, my entire life became utterly insignificant. Don't put up futile resistance. For the sake of the family, what is this little sacrifice of yours? Sacrificing you alone, Xiao Nuo, to benefit the entire clan, this is a blessing that others would beg for. The laughter was piercing, like demonic sounds boring into my ears. I had no chance to resist. Or rather, under that absolute suppression of power, resistance seemed utterly laughable. The cold instruments pierced into my body, and that single drop of celestial phoenix blood, bearing the foundation of my immortality, was forcibly extracted. At that moment, I felt as if a piece of my soul had been hollowed out. The Heavenly Firmament Sword sect kept its promise, and the Xiao family received a vast amount of resources, with the younger generation being recruited into the sect for cultivation. Within just a few years, the Xiao family leaped to become one of the top 3 clans in Lizard Moon City, while my cultivation base, severely wounded, my progress stagnant. The praise once given turned into mockery, and those who once followed me became those who trampled upon me. I refused to accept this. Dragging my broken body, I repeatedly went to the Heavenly Firmament Sword sect to demand an explanation. And the result? I was turned away at the door, beaten out with clubs. The way they looked at me was like looking at a stray dog begging for food. Not long ago, to completely sever ties with me and avoid offending the Heavenly Firmament Sword sect, the Xiao family high elders directly expelled me from the clan, and they erased my name from the family tree. From then on, there was no longer Xiao Nuo, a son of the Xiao family. In this world, only a discarded pawn, not even worthy of a name. You trample on my corpse, treating me like a mere dog or straw. Xiao family, Celestial Firmament Sword sect, this blood debt I will surely reclaim, I will. I clench my fists tightly. My nails dig deep into my palms, blood seeps out, yet I feel no pain. The hatred in my heart burns like a prairie fire, scorching my organs until they ache. Taking a deep breath, I forcibly suppress the turmoil inside. At this moment, I find myself deep in the Black Insect Mountains. Here, demon beasts roam rampant. Danger lurks everywhere, but for someone with nothing like me, this is the only path to survival. I need medicinal herbs, those low-grade spirit plants that can slightly alleviate my internal injuries. Rumors say there are ancient secrets hidden at the heart of the Black Insect Mountains, but they also come with deadly perils. My cultivation is only at the fourth level of body forging, forcing me to wander only the periphery. But today, something feels off. It's too quiet. Normally, this place is filled with the roars of fierce beasts and sounds of conflict. Yet today, the surroundings are terrifyingly silent, as if even the wind has frozen still. The dense forest stretched like a black ocean, and the distant mountains resembled slumbering azure dragons, exuding a suffocating sense of oppression. I carried my medicine basket and moved forward cautiously, trying to leave before dark. But as I walked, I realized I was lost. The trees around me all looked identical, and the marks I had left earlier had all disappeared. Looking up, the sky was covered with dark clouds, and a whirlwind of stars gathered as if a giant demonic dragon was coiled overhead, ready to devour everything. The weather was about to change. An ominous foreboding rose in my heart, and I couldn't help but quicken my pace. Just then, an ancient altar abruptly appeared at the edge of my sight. It was a circular altar, layered with interlocking structures, brimming with an air of mystery. At the center of the altar stood a divine statue tens of meters high, its lower half merged with the altar, while the upper half was majestic and solemn, one hand holding up the sky and the other pointing forward. Behind me hung a massive ring, its surface pitted and uneven from wind and rain, yet the sacred, majestic aura emanating from it remained undiminished. This was the legendary shrine spoken of in the outside world. I murmured to myself, shock coursing through me. There were many rumors about the shrine in the Black Insect Mountains. Some said there were treasures here, others spoke of divine miracles, and still others claimed it was merely an empty shell. Truth was hard to discern, but I never expected to actually encounter it myself. I slowly ascended the altar and came before the statue of the deity. Though I do not believe in gods, I have always held reverence for the unknown forces. If there truly is a spirit here, please forgive my unintended intrusion. I meant no disturbance. I pressed my palms together and bowed in respect. Just as I lowered my head, a sharp whistle of an arrow suddenly pierced the air. Agony instantly flooded my body, and my pupils contracted sharply. I looked down, an icy arrow had already pierced through my chest, blood splattering and staining the stone slabs beneath my feet. Ha ha ha. Pray to the gods. Even if you do, it won't save your life. From behind came a voice dripping with smug cruelty. I spun around. 3 familiar figures came into view. The young man, leading them, tilted his head, a contemptuous smirk on his face. Xiao Yi and Yu. I recognized them, all members of the Xiao family, the lackeys who usually trailed after Xiao Yong. Xiao Yi let out a cold laugh. Senior brother, Xiao Yong ordered us to take your worthless life. Xiao Yong, the youngest son of the Xiao family patriarch. Hearing that name, fury nearly erupted from my eyes. Back when I had exceptional talent, he resented me. Later, when I became a cripple, he kicked me while I was down, sparing no humiliation. Even after I've been reduced to this, he still wants to finish me off. I clutched my wound, my voice trembling with rage. The man beside him, holding a bow, sneered, "You're nothing but a stray dog, a worthless cripple. Truth be told, killing you dirties our hands. But in 3 days, senior brother Xiao Yong will formally enter the Heavenly Firmament Sword sect for training. To strengthen his bond with the young master, he plans to use your head as a greeting gift. So that's how it is. In their eyes, I'm not just a waste, but a stepping stone that can be discarded at will for their own gain." Xiao Yi sneered. "Over the years, you've been causing trouble at the Heavenly Sword sect every now and then. The sect couldn't be bothered to deal with an ant like you, yet you still don't know your place. To avoid affecting the relationship between the family and the sect, you'd better disappear." Before his words faded, Xiao Yi lunged forward, his palm whistling through the air straight at my face. I barely raised my hand to block. Bang! The clash of palms sent shockwaves through the air. Already severely injured, I couldn't withstand Xiao Yi, who was at the 5th level of body refinement. I stumbled back and spat out a mouthful of blood. Both internal and external injuries erupted at once. Aha! From genius to dog, how pitiful. Xiao Yi laughed loudly, his eyes filled with glee. The other 2 also stepped onto the altar, their eyes fierce. Enough talk. Kill him and report back. That's what I intend. Looking at these 3 twisted faces, my whole body trembles. Hatred, grief, despair, all sorts of emotions intertwined into a huge net in my heart, trapping me tightly. Could it be that I, Xiao Nuo, am going to die here today? I refuse to accept it. I haven't yet recovered everything I've lost. I haven't yet sought justice. I haven't yet made those who trampled on me pay the price. My eyes bloodshot. I let out a desperate and furious roar towards the sky. Just as the three were about to deliver the fatal blow, with a crash above the nine heavens, a sudden storm of wind and thunder broke out, as if heaven and earth were collapsing. The faces of Xiao, Yi, and the other two instantly changed drastically. They saw that the ancient statue behind me suddenly emitted two brilliant beams of light from its eyes. The blood I had splattered on the altar did not seep into the stone cracks. Instead, it transformed into hundreds of mysterious runes and talismans. These runes, as if alive, quickly formed a halo formation, tightly encircling me. Rumble. The space trembled, the earth shook. The statue that had been silent for who knows how many years seemed to come to life at that moment. The beams of light from its eyes overlapped, completely enveloping me. The next second, my body lost its weight and vanished directly from the altar. Booming thunder echoed endlessly as I plunged into boundless darkness. Amid fading consciousness, all was chaos and undifferentiated. A world like a cosmic river of stars appeared before my eyes. At its center, surrounded by billions of swirling galaxies, a towering, ancient, golden light emitting giant tower slowly came into view. The tower's body flowed with the laws of the Tao, exuding an aura that made all beings submit. A grand and ancient voice resounded deep within my mind, carrying the vicissitudes and majesty that spanned 100,000 years. Fated one, welcome to the primordial Golden Tower. Yet at this moment, in a Lin family hall, Lin Wang sat smiling as he looked at the arriving Lin Yao and spoke. The coming-of-age ceremony for the head of the family is over. My grandson and Lin Xiong's daughter have already been taken by Master Ziyun and directly become inner disciples. Inner disciples? Lin Yao immediately showed a surprised expression. After all, any inner disciple of the Heavenly Sun sect was a highly prominent presence in Heavenly Sun City. Even the Lin family, over the past 1,000 years, has had fewer than 5 people enter the inner sect, but now having 2 candidate spots at once was truly astonishing to Lin Yao. Lin Wang, seeing Lin Yao's surprised look, smiled and said, "If you hadn't wasted all these years' resources on that fool, they would have reached the foundation building stage long ago." About this, Lin Yao wanted to explain, but unexpectedly, Lin Xiong interrupted. "Big brother, when father passed the position to you 20 years ago, he said that from then on, whoever in the family had the ability could become the clan leader. I wonder if I am qualified now?" Lin Yao had already lost interest in the position of clan leader, so he was about to voluntarily step down when Lin Wang laughed and said, "The clan leader now has 2 choices. 1, you continue as clan leader, but from now on, that fool shall no longer use family resources. 2, you step down as clan leader, and we will give a certain amount of resources to him every month. How about it?" As soon as Lin Wang said this, all the elders present looked on, but Lin Xiong said coldly, "Big brother, don't say I'm forcing you to abdicate. Now, I'm giving you a choice." Everyone knew Lin Yao's weak spot was this Lin Tian. So at this moment, Lin Wang and the others stared at Lin Yao with beaming smiles, waiting for his answer. If it were a dozen years ago, Lin Yao might have recklessly fallen out with these people and even beaten them until they submitted. But going to Cloud Demon Mountain had consumed most of his cultivation. Even though over a decade had passed, Lin Yao still couldn't recover his peak. If he really confronted these people, he had no chance of victory at all. So he hesitated for a long time and was about to abdicate when a laugh came from outside the house. Abdicate what? The speaker was none other than Lin Tian. At this moment, Lin Tian walked in from outside. His eyes were clear, and he even carried a kingly aura, looking down on everyone present. This was also the first time everyone saw Lin Tian in a normal state, which actually made them a little uncomfortable. Look, this kid isn't acting dumb anymore. He's not playing with mud. The younger generation all laughed, while Lin Yao excitedly stepped forward to inspect Lin Tian. "Are you fine now?" Lin Tian was still grateful to this foster father. If not for him, he would still be trapped in a deserted formation waiting to die. But making him call him father was something Lin Tian couldn't do. After all, Lin Tian was a legendary figure 10,000 years ago, a demon king whose sneeze could shake the divine realm. So Lin Tian didn't call him father or anything, but said with a smile, "I'm fine. Are you really fine?" Lin Yao was stunned, while the others exchanged bewildered glances. But that Lin Wang, throwing his weight around with his seniority, sneered, "Kid, whether you're fine or not, your father today has to make a decision." Lin Xiong also scoffed. "That's right. Either give up the resources for you or step down. Pick one." "No need for resources. It's not like this Lin family has much anyway." Lin Tian's words infuriated some of the elders. "Kid, what are you saying? Are you calling our Lin family poor? Kid, don't forget, it's because of our Lin family that you are where you are today." Lin Yao was about to say something, but Lin Tian just smiled. "I'll be grateful to him, but not to you, trash." "What? How dare you call us trash?" Those people all flew into a rage and released their auras. Lin Tian, however, clicked his tongue. Lin Yao said, "Seeing him like this, I think he's even worse than a fool." Many people immediately burst into laughter. Lin Xiong also sneered. "A person without any cultivation dares to be so arrogant? Believe me, I'll slap you to death with one palm." "You? Forget it. You're too weak." Lin Tian shook his head. The crowd didn't expect Lin Tian to dare say Lin Xiong was weak. Lin Xiong stood up and sneered. "Kid, you dare say I'm weak? You were weak to begin with." Lin Tian didn't take it seriously. Now Lin Xiong was about to strike, but Lin Yao blocked in front of Lin Tian. "Third brother, the family rules forbid fighting." But he committed an offense against a superior. Lin Xiong became angry. "Let him come," Lin Tian said, unflustered. The crowd hadn't expected Lin Tian to dare provoke Lin Xiong publicly. Lin Yao was also shocked. Lin Wang and the others even showed smiles. As for Lin Xiong, he took the opportunity to step forward and struck a palm at Lin Tian. Lin Tian had just absorbed the surrounding spiritual energy, and his cultivation had reached the 6th layer of qi refining. Although he was only at the 6th level of qi refining, it was enough for him to deal with these people. He also performed a strange footwork, moving as if fire was under his feet. This caused Lin Xiong to lunge and miss, nearly falling flat on his face. Everyone present was stunned. How could he, at the 6th level of qi refining, dodge Third Master, who was at the early foundation establishment stage? Lin Xiong was already at the early foundation establishment stage, much stronger than Lin Tian, who was at the qi refining stage. So he thought it was just a mistake and roared. "I was careless just now." Lin Tian, however, said calmly and confidently, "No matter how many chances I give you, you won't be able to touch me." "You." Lin Xiong went berserk and struck again. But the result was the same. He couldn't touch Lin Tian. Lin Wang, who was sitting there, was no longer calm. He secretly thought in surprise, "This kid actually has such incredible speed." Lin Yao was even more astonished. After playing around for a while and loosening up his muscles, Lin Tian said, "Warm-up is done. My turn now. Warm up." Everyone looked puzzled. Then they witnessed a shocking scene. See Lin Tian stretch out his right hand. On that hand, a flame gradually condensed, and all the surrounding spiritual energy crazily surged into the flame. Lin Xiong stood there and could sense that this flame was no ordinary thing, but to save face, he snorted. "Kid, do you think I'd be scared of you because of a little flame?" Lin Tian looked at the flame. "Right now it's small, but once it's fed, it will grow big." "Fed?" The crowd laughed again. Some even said, "Looks like he can't get rid of his foolish habit." Lin Wang over there also sighed and said, "Lin Yao, it seems he hasn't recovered. He's still an idiot." Lin Yao couldn't accept it and shook his head. "Impossible." Only Lin Tian laughed inwardly. The Fire King is not something you can mock. At this moment, Lin Xiong couldn't wait any longer and snorted. "D." But Lin Tian pushed with his right hand, and that flame which had absorbed the surrounding spiritual energy immediately shot out. Bang! The flame struck Lin Xiong's body. Lin Xiong was sent flying, and fierce flames blazed all over him. "Ah, it's burning me to death. Help! Save me!" Lin Xiong screamed, startling everyone, and Lin Wang even got up to try to extinguish the fire, only to find it couldn't be put out. Lin Yao was dumbfounded, staring at Lin Tian in disbelief, while Lin Xiong burned alive until the flames disappeared. Lin Tian just smiled. You're lucky. The spiritual energy around here isn't enough. No one understood what Lin Tian said, but the flame just now made everyone fear him. Lin Wang, who had been arrogant, dared not speak and could only look at Lin Xiong, who knew that if he said anything now, he would die a horrible death. Is there anyone else who wants to step down as the family head? Step forward. Lin Tian looked around with a smile and asked. No one present dared to speak. Only after seeing no one step forward did Lin Tian lazily look at Lin Yao. I want to go to the trial tower. The trial tower shocked everyone, as it was used by the Lin family for punishment or assessment, and it hadn't been opened in nearly 10 years. The reason Lin Tian wanted to go was that a strange force inside the trial tower attracted him. The trial tower is so dangerous. Are you really going? Lin Yao's expression also turned strange as he looked at Lin Tian. Go open the door for me, Lin Tian said, then walked out, and Lin Yao had to quickly follow. As for the others, they all went to watch the show. Lin Wang, however, looked at Lin Xiong and asked, How are you? Lin Xiong was already very weak and said, Leave, get out of here quickly. Leaving is fine, but we must take revenge. Still, I can't stand to just go like this. A cold gleam flashed in Lin Xiong's eyes. What do you want to do? I'll take you to a nearby town first. Leave this to me. After Lin Wang said this, he immediately arranged to send Lin Xiong away, then headed to the training tower. This training tower had 9 floors, and each floor had a window, but the inside was dark, as if it had been uninhabited for years. Lin Yao then introduced to Lin Tian. The spirit beasts imprisoned on each floor of this training tower are different. Just a few small fry, nothing serious. Lin Tian's tone caused the crowd to whisper among themselves. Isn't he afraid of death? Does he think his flames can handle the spirit beasts inside? But Lin Yao said worriedly, Don't you want to think it over? No need, I'll just go in now. With that, Lin Tian directly entered the first floor and disappeared from everyone's sight. But Lin Wang sneered to himself. Let's see how you die inside, you arrogant fool. Lin Yao's expression darkened. Just then, the window on the second floor lit up, meaning Lin Tian had reached the second floor. Look, he's already on the second floor. Someone said admiringly, but Lin Wang just snorted. So what? He'll die soon enough. Then the younger ones started screaming one after another. Look, the third floor. How is that possible? Lin Yin could only reach the third floor. How did he get up there? Lin Wang began to feel puzzled. But then the fourth floor lit up, and some people were stunned, as if frightened. Lin Yao, standing nearby, said in surprise, I knew you weren't meant to be ordinary. The others didn't understand Lin Yao's meaning, but at that moment, a scene from over a decade ago flashed through his mind. Back then, Lin Tian was just a baby, but the spirit beasts on Cloud Demon Mountain would all flee in terror at the sight of him. At that time, Lin Yao had always felt that Lin Tian was no ordinary person. Now, Lin Tian's ability to rush straight to the 9th floor made him stammer, saying, The 9th floor. Lin Wang and the others were dumbfounded. Some even screamed, The 9th floor? Then isn't he the new head of the family? The ancestral instructions say so. Someone was startled, and then everyone began to discuss, obviously finding it too incredible. Only Lin Tian didn't care. He stood on the 9th floor looking at a demon beast. The demon beast looked somewhat like a cat, but was the size of a leopard, with purple fur all over. Lin Tian glanced at it and laughed, saying, I can't believe that in such a weak world, there is a saint-level spirit beast like you. This spirit beast usually considered itself a king, but now, seeing Lin Tian's one blue and one red eyes, it was terrified, lacking the courage to even stand, just trembling there. Lin Tian looked at this cat, hesitated, and asked, You are a saint-level spirit beast. You should have a life-bound skill and be able to speak human language, right? The cat could indeed speak, and tremblingly said, Master, my life-bound skill is dashing. Running quickly. This cat trembled with fear, dreading that it would end up like the other spirit beasts. Especially seeing the rows of fallen spirit beasts behind Lin Tian, its throat tightened. But Lin Tian said there, Spirit beasts are divided into common spirit beasts, mutated spirit beasts, super spirit beasts, and sacred spirit beasts beyond that are immortal beasts and divine beasts. Sir, you are right. This cat spirit beast, being born at the sacred level, had inherited many memories, so it naturally didn't doubt Lin Tian's words and even agreed. Lin Tian smiled and looked around, asking, "How does the power inside this tower come about?" This cat spirit beast dared not hide anything and explain one by one. From this, Lin Tian learned that this Lin family ancestor was a powerful figure from 1,000 years ago. To help his descendants cultivate more talents, he had someone refine the trial tower and captured some powerful spirit beasts to place on each floor. Not only that, but he also placed an immortal stone at the top floor to maintain the power of the tower's formations. This kind of immortal stone contains power far superior to any spirit stone or medicinal herb in this world. This was why Lin Tian could sense its presence instantly. He then pried the immortal stone, emitting purple light from a recess in the wall. In an instant, the power within the entire tower seemed to vanish. However, Lin Tian had already dealt with the spirit beast inside, and only the holy ranked spirit beast before him seemed valuable. So he smiled at it and said, "You'll follow me from now on." "Thank you, master." The cat spirit beast sighed in relief. Lin Tian took out the jade pendant, intending to absorb the immortal stone, but found that the pendant couldn't absorb it. "I almost forgot. With my current cultivation level, I can only absorb spiritual energy. This immortal energy can't be absorbed through the jade pendant." Lin Tian smiled helplessly, then put away the immortal stone. After all, immortal stones were extremely rare in this small world. Realizing this, Lin Tian went downstairs with the cat spirit beast. Seeing the corpses of spirit beasts everywhere, it trembled and asked, "Master, your cultivation is so weak. How did you make these spirit beasts die? Are you sure you want to know?" Lin Tian smiled at the cat spirit beast. The cat spirit beast's mandarin duck-like eyes trembled as it replied, I was just curious, asking." Lin Tian gave a sinister smile, then released a strange force. Under this force, the cat spirit beast suddenly felt weak all over, and its cultivation seemed to be regressing. This terrified the cat spirit beast. "My lord, please don't cripple me." Lin Tian then stopped, and the cat spirit beast's aura quickly recovered. Lin Tian laughed and said, "This is called the beast trapping art." Beast trapping art. It works against both demons and beasts. And since you're so weak, just a slight activation of it can turn your cultivation into nothing, eventually drying you up to death. The cat spirit beast was so scared it felt its throat would pop out. "And my lord, why you're really amazing. Follow me well, and I won't let you suffer. In fact, I can even make you reach the immortal or divine level in the future." Lin Tian smiled confidently and continued downstairs. Although the cat spirit beast didn't know Lin Tian's background, hearing these words made its whole body burn with excitement, and it said, "Yes, my lord." Many people who had gathered at the bottom of the tower were already waiting for Lin Tian to arrive. This made Lin Wang's expression very ugly. Lin Yao was overjoyed until the moment the door opened. As soon as Lin Tian came out, countless people echoed in shouting, "Welcome the new family head." Everyone shouted in unison, but Lin Tian looked at them with a sneer in his heart. These people are really skilled at flattery. Even Lin Yao stepped forward with a smile. "Congratulations on becoming the new family head. Being the family head isn't really my thing. You should continue in the role." Lin Tian's words directly stunned everyone. Lin Yao hesitated and said, "This is the clan's ancestral rule. Ancestral rules are dead people are alive. Besides, if I'm the family head, I can immediately appoint the next successor, can't I?" Lin Tian's words left Lin Yao speechless. Those who had gone along with the crowd immediately started calling out to Lin Yao again, but Lin Wang was quite displeased. However, he quickly regained his composure and said, "Family head, since you're still the family head, you should select the disciples to go to the tournament." "Tournament?" Lin Yao frowned, and that Lin Wang said with a smile, "The Tianyang City decade-long tournament starts in 3 days. Whichever family wins can occupy the usage rights to the street on the east side of Tianyang City." Lin Yao almost forgot about this matter, so he looked at the crowd, but found few people available. His expression turned serious as he said, "I wonder if Lin Yin and Lin Shan are available?" "Sorry, my grandson and Lin Shan have already followed Daoist Yun to the Tianyang sect and have no time to participate in this event." Lin Wang pretended to be wronged as he said, Lin Yao knew that this tournament required participants at the qi refining stage, but currently the strongest qi refining members of the Lin family were Lin Yin and Lin Shan. However, these two were already gone, and as for the others, they were all below the 7th level of qi refining. Facing other families, they were surely doomed to lose. If it doesn't work out, just forfeit. It's no big deal anyway, Lin Wang casually remarked, but his eyes glanced at Lin Tian. Actually, everyone knew that Lin Wang wanted Lin Tian to participate, even adding another sentence. As far as I know, besides the reward of a street, the City Lord's mansion is also offering an extra piece of 1,000-year mysterious iron, which is excellent material for forging weapons. 1,000-year mysterious iron? Everyone gasped. After all, it was a rare item, and in Tianyang City, it was priceless. Is there million-year mysterious iron? Or even 100,000-year would do. But Lin Tian suddenly asked a question. The crowd thought Lin Tian had lost his mind again, but they didn't dare to mock him anymore and could only endure silently, while Lin Wang forced a bitter smile. 1,000-year mysterious iron is already extremely rare, yet you want 100,000 or 1,000,000 years. How is that possible? Lin Yao patiently explained to Lin Tian. 1,000-year mysterious iron is already very rare, and it's priceless on the market. After hearing this, Lin Tian sighed and said, "Then I'll make do with it for now." Make do? The crowd didn't understand what Lin Tian meant. Lin Tian used to be a master artifact refiner who could forge whatever he wanted and never lacked materials. But recalling that this was just a small world with scarce resources and he would need to gather materials slowly, Lin Tian had to say, "I'll participate, but after it's done, this 1,000-year mysterious iron belongs to me." These words were directed at Lin Yao, but everyone present was stunned. Although Lin Wang didn't voice his opinion, he was overjoyed inside. Finally took the bait. Lin Wang knew that as long as Lin Tian participated, he would surely die. But Lin Tian turned to Lin Yao, who still hadn't snapped back to reality. "I'm going for a walk. Don't look for me. I'll be back in 3 days." Lin Yao was about to say something when Lin Tian shouted toward the tower, "Little one, come out and take me for a ride." At that moment, the cat spirit beast appeared, and everyone immediately retreated in fear. Even Lin Wang's forehead was sweating from fright. The moment the cat spirit beast appeared, its aura was so overwhelming that not even Lin Wang, nor everyone present combined, could withstand it. But Lin Tian used it as a mount, jumping onto it and sitting there, then shouted to it, "Let's go have some fun." The cat spirit beast leaped as if flying, landing directly 5 or 6 paces away, and when it jumped again, it was even faster, disappearing in the blink of an eye. Everyone present was dumbfounded. Lin Wang, coming to his senses from the shock, straightened his clothes, and after confirming Lin Tian was gone, he looked at Lin Yao with a condescending air and said with a smile, "Patriarch, there are still 3 days until the competition. You'd better choose carefully, otherwise, relying on that foolish son of yours, you won't win." After saying that, Lin Wang left smugly, but inside he was panicking. How did that kid manage to tame that spirit beast? Not only Lin Wang, but many people were curious about how the cat spirit beast was tamed. Lin Yao was even more astonished when he saw Lin Tian's actions, thinking of the Cloud Demon Mountain incident. Not human. The cat spirit moved incredibly fast, like a blur, darting out of the Lin residence and leaping across the rooftops. By the time everyone realized what was happening, Lin Tian and the cat spirit had already disappeared. News of this spread quickly through the city, and some people even started discussing it animatedly. Was that fool just now riding a spirit beast? A message came from a Lin family saying that fool ran off riding a cat. Lin Tian arrived outside the city and sat under a tree, looking gloomily at the cat spirit beside him. "Your back is really uncomfortable to sit on. My butt hurts like crazy." The cat spirit looked embarrassed. "Master, I'm sorry." Seeing that it admitted its mistake sincerely, Lin Tian sighed and said, "I'll make a cushion later. That should be more comfortable." "Yes, master." The cat spirit didn't dare to disobey, and Lin Tian waved his hand. "Go play. I'll call you when I need you." The cat spirit beast immediately scurried away, while Lin Tian lay under the tree, stretched, closed his eyes, and thought about things from 10,000 years ago. At that time, Lin Tian was also a member of this small world, and he broke through to become the strongest in the world in the shortest possible time. He trained many disciples and had fought with many geniuses. In the end, Lin Tian shattered the void and entered the immortal realm. Then, within 1,000 years, became a hegemon in the divine realm, a great demon feared by both gods and demons. But what made Lin Tian regretful was that after reaching the peak of cultivation in the divine realm, he couldn't break through until he later discovered the reincarnation heaven-slaying art and decided to start cultivation anew. Who would have thought that during his recultivation, he was ambushed by the so-called righteous alliance of the divine realm, forcing Lin Tian to return to this small world to escape their pursuit. Thinking of this, Lin Tian felt somewhat angry. He sat up with a start and saw a woman standing right in front of him. This woman was dressed in green robes, holding a green sword, and her snow-white hand was gripping the sword, ready to stab Lin Tian. Seeing this woman, Lin Tian's anger quickly dissipated, and he said with a smile, "I said, beautiful lady, it's not right to ambush people." This woman looked to be about 25 or 26, with red lips and long black hair, appearing very stunning and mature. "I just wanted to see if you're truly stupid or just pretending," the woman said angrily, and Lin Tian asked curiously, "You recognize me? I am Tian Wu's eldest daughter, Tian Bing, and also Tian Luo's older sister. Do you recognize me now?" Tian Bing stared at Lin Tian with a haughty, cold demeanor. Lin Tian suddenly understood and smiled. "I thought it was someone else, but it turns out it's my fiancé's older sister." Fiancé? Lin Tian never imagined that he had been arranged into a childhood betrothal. However, Lin Tian didn't take it to heart at all, since in the divine realm, he already had a bunch of goddesses. Not just goddesses, he had even visited holy maidens, demonesses, and the number one beauty of the divine realm, among others. So choosing a wife and getting married was out of the question. But the Tian Bing in front of him glared and said, "It seems you're pretending to be stupid. What's the difference between truly stupid and pretending?" Lin Tian retorted. Tian Bing pointed her sword at Lin Tian and said angrily, "What's the difference? My sister refused countless suitors but insists on marrying you. If she finds out you've been faking being dumb, I'll tell her immediately and expose you as a hypocrite." Tian Bing said fiercely. Lin Tian didn't expect that this Tian Luo would insist on marrying him no matter what. So he said helplessly, "I said, little sister, your sister insisting on marrying me has nothing to do with me, right? You think you're right, huh?" Tian Bing's sword trembled with anger, and Lin Tian stared at it seriously. "Why does this sword look so familiar?" Tian Bing looked at the cyan sword and said smugly, "This was forged by Master Qingyu, and it's an extraordinary spiritual sword. That girl Qingyu." Lin Tian recalled his youngest disciple from 10,000 years ago, feeling emotional. "What girl? She's already ascended." "Ascended?" "That's right. She became an immortal 100 years ago." Lin Tian didn't expect that Qingyu had also become an immortal, so he said with a smile, "I always thought she had good talent." Hearing Lin Tian's words, Tian Bing thought he was going crazy again and said angrily, "I don't care if you're truly stupid or just pretending today. I have to teach you a good lesson." With that, Tian Bing thrust her sword forward, and Lin Tian, recognizing the technique, said, "It's the water flow sword technique." The sword energy rushed toward Lin Tian like rippling waves, but he dodged it with familiar ease. Tian Bing was astonished. "How do you know this sword technique?" "I not only know this technique, but I can also see that you've been practicing it wrong and learning it incorrectly." "Impossible. I learned this technique from the Tianshui sect." "How is the Tianshui sect doing now? Is it still the top sect?" Upon hearing about the Tianshui sect, Lin Tian couldn't help but get excited. Because the Tianshui sect was founded by his disciple Lu Shui, and in Lin Tian's memory, that kid was a strong manager who was determined to make it the number one sect. Especially later, with Lin Tian's help, the Tianshui sect indeed once became the number one sect. But Tian Bing thought Lin Tian was insulting her and said angrily, "Even though the Tianshui sect is now a low-ranking sect, you have no right to insult me like this." Upon hearing this, Lin Tian's aura instantly changed, becoming so formidable that even Tian Bing thought she was hallucinating, nearly stumbling backward, and she stammered, Aren't you only at the 6th level of Qi refining? How can you have such a powerful aura? But Lin Tian suddenly darkened his expression and questioned skeptically. Tell me, what happened to the Tianshui sect? What do you mean? Why did it decline? Tian Bing didn't know why Lin Tian was asking, but she still wanted to recount the glorious history of the Tianshui sect. So, she said proudly, 10,000 years ago, the Tianshui sect was the #1 great sect, and many who ascended to immortality came from this sect. Then, Tian Bing's tone weakened a bit. Later, the Tianshui sect was ambushed by someone from an alliance called the Tiangu Alliance. At that time, the founder, Shui Lu, went missing. As for Shui Lu's other senior brothers and sisters, they stepped in to help, but it was to no avail. They either disappeared or went into seclusion. Tiangu? Lin Tian felt the name was very familiar. It took a moment before he snapped back, and a murderous glint flashed in his eyes. So it was that wretched old man. 10,000 years ago, Lin Tian had already trampled on this so-called #1 genius, Tiangu, and destroyed his cultivation. He just didn't expect that after he left, this guy would collude with other forces to take revenge on his disciples and descendants. Looks like I've got something to do in this world now. A sinister smile gradually appeared on Lin Tian's face, but Tian Bing, unaware of what he was thinking, shouted, "Hey, have you gone crazy again?" Lin Tian stood up and asked, "Where is the Tianshui sect now?" "It's right nearby, by a stream. But now the Tianshui sect has fallen into obscurity. So few people go there, and its disciples number less than 10,000. Lin Tian wasn't familiar with the terrain around here, so he looked at Tian Bing and commanded, "Lead the way, lead the way. Hey kid, I came to fix you, not to be your maid." Tian Bing's hot temper flared up immediately. She was usually the young miss of a city lord's mansion, used to bossing others around. How could she stand being ordered about? But Lin Tian stared at her for a long while, then asked with a smile, "Do you want the complete flowing water sword technique?" "Complete? How is that possible? After old ancestor flowing water disappeared, it was never passed down in its entirety. How could you have it?" Tian Bing didn't believe it. Lin Tian reached out his hand. "Lend me your sword," said Tian Bing, displeased. "What for? Just lend it to me." Tian Bing looked at Lin Tian strangely, but Lin Tian grabbed the sword and casually performed a sword technique using only his 6th level of Qi refining. At that moment, the sword aura was like a tsunami, scaring Tian Bing into stepping back. But it was just an illusion, as the sword aura disappeared when it reached Tian Bing. Lin Tian took a deep breath. "My cultivation is too weak to display its power, but mine is the correct version." Tian Bing was already stunned and asked with a strange expression, "Oh, who exactly are you? How can you execute the final move of the water flow sword technique, the sword wave of the tsunami?" "I've seen the complete version." Lin Tian said casually, but inwardly sighed. "I created this sword technique, how could I not know it?" Upon hearing this, Tian Bing immediately became interested. You really have seen the complete version?" "Yes." "Tell me, and whatever compensation you need, it's fine. If you want to be my disciple's apprentice, first take me to the Tianshui sect." Lin Tian suddenly wore a weird grin, as if waiting for bait to be taken. Tian Bing was stunned for a moment, then immediately became wary. "Be your disciple's disciple? Do you think I'm as foolish as you? Countless people would want to learn this complete sword technique. Don't tell me you really don't want it?" Tian Bing grew anxious, not knowing how to weigh things, especially since she came here to teach him a lesson. But the thought that Lin Tian knew the complete sword technique made her whole heart restless. Lin Tian noticed that Tian Bing really liked the sword technique, so he taunted her further. "If you don't tell me, I'll go investigate on my own, and then I won't need you anymore." Hearing this, Tian Bing thought it made sense, so she quickly stepped forward and asked in a low voice, "If I take you there, will you tell me? And you have to obey my commands." Lin Tian suddenly gave a ghostly smile, and Tian Bing immediately became angry. You're threatening me? You want to learn without sacrifice? Do you think there's such a good deal in the world?" Lin Tian retorted. Tian Bing gritted her teeth and, throwing caution to the wind, said, "As long as you don't make me harm anyone or do anything shady, I'll obey you." Tian Bing spoke with a slightly red face, as if afraid that Lin Tian would make her do something embarrassing. Lin Tian said disdainfully, "Don't worry, your figure and looks don't meet my standards." "What? Tian Bing felt as if doused with cold water, stunned like a wooden chicken, while Lin Tian said seriously, "Come on, first call me Grandmaster and let me hear it." "Grandmaster? Why call you Grandmaster?" "No reason." Tian Bing gritted her teeth. "Grandmaster, is this okay?" Lead the way. Then tell me the sword technique." "It depends on your performance." Lin Tian showed no intention of handing over the sword technique immediately. That Tian Bing was so angry she muttered to herself, but she couldn't do anything to Lin Tian, so she could only lead him to the Tianshui sect. After 10,000 years of evolution, the Tianshui sect had gone from the #1 sect to an unranked sect with less than 10,000 members, most of whom were old, weak, or disabled. When Lin Tian arrived at the foot of Tianshui sect, he couldn't tell it was a spiritual mountain at all, it was just an ordinary hill. Not only that, at the foot of the hill, there was a group of people seeing others off beside a stone staircase, and as they bid farewell, they urged them in various ways. "Son, although this Tianshui sect is low tier, at least you can learn some skills here. After you return, you'll have the strength to do manual work and support yourself. Son, becoming an immortal at the Tianyang sect is out of the question for you, but this Tianshui sect is fine. Go cultivate for a bit, at least when you get back. You can find some odd jobs to do." Watching the old man's chatter and those ordinary young people who didn't even have spiritual roots, Lin Tian said with some melancholy, "Has the Tianshui sect really fallen so low that it accepts anyone now?" Tian Bing, standing nearby, had no idea why Lin Tian had come to the Tianshui sect, but she listened to him the whole time, especially now, seeing the flickering look in Lin Tian's eyes. She couldn't hold back her curiosity and asked, "Are you a grand disciple of some big shot in the Tianshui sect?" "Grand disciple? Yeah. Why else would you care so much about the Tianshui sect?" Tian Bing was puzzled, but Lin Tian glared at her and said coldly, "They're not even worthy of being my grand disciples." Tian Bing froze for a moment, then rolled her eyes and retorted, "Keep bragging. You think the Tianshui sect really has no one left? Oh, who else is there? Oh, who else was there?" Tian Bing started acting sunder again. Although the Tianshui sect has fallen, its past leaders were not weak. Even the current leader and some elders are stronger than those heads of families in Tianyang City. What are those family heads worth? Lin Tian thought Tian Bing was going to say something, but when he heard her compare them to the heads of a small city, he immediately dismissed it. But Tian Bing was unconvinced and started to argue. "What do you mean by what are those family heads worth? They are overlords in their own right." "Overlords? Have you ever seen an overlord who has to kowtow to a small sect?" "Small sect? Who are you talking about?" "The Tianyang sect is just a shabby cultivation sect, yet everyone treats them like gods," Lin Tian said disdainfully. Tian Bing didn't expect Lin Tian to say that about the Tianyang sect and glared at him. "Do you even know the status of the Tianyang sect? It's one of the top 100 lower-rank cultivation sects, the largest near Tianyang City, and infinitely more powerful than this Tianshui sect. Even any random elder from it could destroy the Tianshui sect." "Trash." Lin Tian's two words almost enraged Tian Bing to the point of turning red, and she wanted to argue with him. Lin Tian, seeing Tian Bing like this, asked in return, "I said, is this how you talk to your grandmaster? You haven't even taught me swordsmanship yet, and you want to trick me into calling you that?" Tian Bing was furious and, ignoring Lin Tian's words, huffed angrily. Lin Tian shrugged and said confidently, "Sooner or later, you'll beg to call me that." "Impossible. Unless you force me, I'm not going to beg you," Tian Bing said with great pride. Lin Tian gave a helpless smile. "We'll talk about it on the mountain." Tian Bing snorted and immediately followed Lin Tian's steps. When the people nearby saw the Lin family idiot walking with the city lord's eldest daughter, they started gossiping. "Look, how did the city lord's eldest daughter end up walking with that fool? Is that idiot also going up the mountain to learn martial arts?" "Probably. After all, he's a fool no big sect would want him." Lin Tian didn't care about these people at all, but Tian Bing was annoyed. "See? You caused me to be mocked too." Lin Tian smiled without a word, which made Tian Bing even more frustrated. "You just keep silent. Let's see how long you can hold out." Lin Tian ignored her and continued up the mountain. After about half an hour, they arrived at the mountaintop where disciples were scattered all around. However, These disciples were not cultivating, they were planting medicinal herbs and trees in the fields or on the mountain slopes. This made Lin Tian frown. What were they doing? Growing medicinal herbs or fruit trees to sell at a good price next year? Tian Bing, seeing that Lin Tian finally spoke to her, immediately explained with a smile. Lin Tian hadn't expected Tianshui sect to be so reduced as to plant fruit trees. Helplessly shaking his head, he continued forward, while Tian Bing muttered angrily in her heart. This guy always plays the aloof role, acting like he's some supreme expert. As Tian Bing was complaining inwardly, Lin Tian arrived at the main gate of Tianshui sect. The characters on the gate were nearly worn away, and the steps under the stone door were cracked, yet no one had bothered to repair them. Not only that, upon entering, he could see a sparse few people sitting cross-legged, while others practiced the so-called water flow sword technique with wooden swords. Among them, a fat man holding a wooden whip was speaking to those practicing swordplay. You are the hope of the sect. As long as you train diligently, one day you will achieve mastery. At this moment, someone couldn't help but ask, Brother Wood, then can we go to Tianyang's sect? The others also showed eager expressions, while the fat man widened his eyes and said angrily, You've come here and still want to go to Tianyang's sect? Those people said reluctantly, We came here to get stronger, then try again at Tianyang's sect. That's right, we'd be happy even as errand boys at Tianyang's sect. The fat man called Brotherwood was so furious, he started whipping them. You all despise Tianshui sect that much? Those people jumped around, complaining all sorts, and some even threatened, If you hit me again, I'll go down the mountain and not come back. That's right, maybe I'll just not come at all. Then the group grew lazy, sitting aside and chatting, while Brotherwood, threatened by them, couldn't get a word in, until Tian Bing called out, Brotherwood? The fat man saw it was Tian Bing and immediately rushed over excitedly. Junior sister, why are you here? He insisted on coming up, so I brought him. Tian Bing pointed at Lin Tian with a disdainful look. That fat man looked at Lin Tian and smiled with a shrewd merchant's grin, saying, Young man, are you here to learn swordsmanship? No. Lin Tian shook his head, and the fat man smiled again, saying, Then you're here to learn planting? No, not that either. So what are you? The fat man was puzzled, but Tian Bing blurted out, Don't mind him. He's just a self-righteous fool. Lin Tian, however, asked the fat man, What's your name? I'm Mudong. But someone shouted, His name is Wooden Wintermelon. At this, the disciples burst into laughter, and Mudong's face turned awkward, but he couldn't say anything. Lin Tian hadn't expected that a senior brother tasked with teaching would actually be bullied by a group of newcomers. He couldn't help but sigh at how low the Tianshui sect had fallen to be trampled like this. Unable to hold back, Lin Tian extended his hand. Lend me the whip. I'll help you teach these juniors a lesson. Lin Tian said without any hesitation. But these words immediately drew countless jeers, especially from those who recognized Lin Tian, some even mocking him. Aren't you that fool from the Lin family? Yes, he's that fool. Someone even said to Mu Dong with a smile. Senior brother Mu, he's a fool. You're not going to take his words seriously, are you? Mu Dong, who was about to take out his whip, withdrew it again, and especially looked at Tian Bing with a strange expression and asked, Junior sister, is this really that fool from the Lin family? Tian Bing suddenly didn't know what to say. After all, along the way, Lin Tian didn't seem like a fool, but sometimes he talked very arrogantly. Lin Tian, however, looked at Tian Bing. Better give me your sword for a moment. You want to use my sword again? That Tian Bing immediately hid her sword and refused to hand it over. If you do this, then I really won't let you be my disciple's apprentice. Lin Tian smiled and said, Disciple's apprentice? When everyone heard Lin Tian call Tian Bing his disciple's apprentice, they all exclaimed in surprise, and Mu Dong even stammered. Junior sister, Tian Bing's face slightly reddened, and she said angrily, Kid, stop talking nonsense. Not acknowledging it? Fine, I'll find someone else to teach this sword technique later. Tian Bing was so angry that she gritted her teeth and could only hand over the sword. Handing you a rogue, Lin Tian took the sword while the crowd pointed and gossiped, especially those sitting around laughing and chatting. They taunted, Fool, do you even know how to hold sword? Fool, what are you doing? Fool, do you think waving a sword can make you look tough in front of us? These people shouted loudly, but Lin Tian walked up to them, staring them in the eye, and said, "I'll show you the waterfall sword shadow technique from the Tianshui sect right now." Hearing this, the crowd didn't take it seriously, and some even joked, "I practiced that sword technique for over half a year. It's just a fancy move, nothing special." "Yeah, it's useless." Mu Dong was displeased and glared at them. How could it be useless? Everyone dismissed it, not caring about the Tianshui sect. As for Lin Tian, he looked at the crowd with a strange grin. "Open your eyes wide and see if this sword technique is really just a fancy move." Then Lin Tian executed the technique. Waves of tsunami like air burst forth, and everyone sitting there was stunned. This Mudong also opened his mouth wide in disbelief. Only after Lin Tian sheathed his sword did Mu Dong ask strangely, "You, how can you?" Lin Tian tossed the sword to Tian Bing, who reluctantly caught it. As for those seated, they stood up one by one. "Idiot, how is your sword technique even better than Woodmelon's?" "That's right, idiot. How can you cultivate this sword technique to such a supernatural level?" Mu Dong, standing there, looked embarrassed, but Lin Tian turned to the crowd and said, "If you study earnestly, you can train to this level. Otherwise, get out of the mountain now." "What? Leave the mountain?" Someone was stunned. But Mu Dong pulled Lin Tian aside and whispered, "These are all the last hopes. Please don't drive them away, or Tianshui sect will have no one suitable to practice the sword technique. Better to have none than shoddy ones." Lin Tian said these 4 words decisively. But Mu Dong didn't dare protest. He could only say helplessly, "Train one if we can." Seeing Mu Dong so spineless, Lin Tian shook his head helplessly and turned to face those people. "Those who want to stay and learn the sword technique may remain. If you don't want to, or if you think you're a big shot, you can leave now." Some who had planned to leave immediately threw down their wooden swords upon hearing this, saying arrogantly, "What's so great about this lousy sword technique?" Some had only just arrived and didn't want to leave with nothing learned, so they reluctantly stayed. Even others acted like big shots and said, "Give me money and I'll leave otherwise. Even if you carry me out, I'm not going." Then they saw several big shot types sitting there, led by a young man who was clearly a wealthy playboy. Many people crowded around him, and some even asked respectfully, "Young Master Bai, what do you think?" This person called Young Master Bai looked at Lin Tian with a smile. "Kid, show me that sword technique you just used again, so I can enjoy the show." Lin Tian, surprised to be treated like a monkey, gave a smile. "You really want to see it again?" "Yes." Lin Tian snatched Tian Bing's sword, flicked it, and a sword aura flew out, hitting the flamboyant young master right in the face, instantly drawing blood. The young man immediately screamed, "On my face!" Everyone was startled, especially the young man's lackeys, who started shouting one after another. "Kid, do you know who he is?" Lin Tian, however, didn't take it seriously and said coldly, "No matter who, if you're not convinced, either get lost or beat me." The crowd was shocked, some of them said, as if watching a good show. "Kid, he is Bai Qifeng, the young master of the Bai family, and his mother is from the Su family, one of the 3 great families of Tianyang City." "Is the Su family so formidable?" Lin Tian said disdainfully, but Mu Dong was terrified. "The Su family is the head of the 3 great families, a bit stronger than your Lin family." Lin Tian, however, grinned oddly. "Trash." The crowd didn't expect a fool to be so arrogant, and Tian Bing, the city lord's daughter, also didn't think Lin Tian could be this arrogant. As for Bai Qifeng, he gritted his teeth in anger. "Go. Whoever kills him for me, I'll give him 10,000 low-grade spirit stones." Most of the people here were poor, and usually they only used a few low-grade spirit stones per month for cultivation. But now there were 10,000, which immediately made those little followers energized like they had taken stimulants, and they rushed forward one after another. Unexpectedly, Lin Tian executed a footwork technique, his figure darting around like afterimages before everyone's eyes. These people couldn't even touch Lin Tian, and Tian Bing stood there stunned. How could this fool, only at the 6th layer of qi refining, have such terrifying footwork? Not only Tian Bing, but even Mu Dong, who was at the 9th layer of qi refining, admitted they couldn't keep up with Lin Tian's speed. Bai Qifeng was so furious he gnashed his teeth, shouting wildly, "Scrap him! Scrap him!" Unexpectedly, Lin Tian rushed through the crowd and placed his sword against Bai Chifeng's neck, smiling. What else can you do besides make noise, you spoiled brat? Bai Chifeng trembled in fear. Kid, and my mother is. Lin Tian swung his sword down. Bai Chifeng screamed, and everyone saw bloodstains on his abdomen. Immediately after, Bai Chifeng let out a loud wail. And my cultivation. Everyone was stunned, and Mu Dong's legs went weak from fear. Even Tian Bing found it hard to believe, but Lin Tian said nonchalantly, if you want to get lost, do it quickly. Otherwise, you're about to lose your lives. This frightened Bai Chifeng. He quickly had someone escort him away, but as he walked out the gate, he shouted loudly, wait, I will definitely take revenge. Lin Tian was unimpressed. He looked at the wavering people around him and said authoritatively, if you want to leave, now is your chance. Otherwise, you'll obediently stay here and train properly. After that, a few more slipped away, leaving fewer than 10 people. That Mu Dong looked heartbroken, but Lin Tian looked at Mu Dong and said, now they're much more obedient. However, when Mu Dong thought about how there were dozens of people just moments ago and now less than 10, his face turned unpleasant. Lin Tian then turned to look at Tian Bing. Take me to see the current leader of Tianshui sect. Tian Bing was stunned for a moment, then said, oh, and after looking at Mu Dong for a while, she led Lin Tian toward a small path ahead. As for the remaining people, they stared oddly at Lin Tian's back and began to whisper among themselves. How is this fool from the Lin family so terrifying? Indeed, too frightening. Mu Dong was also dazed for a long time. What exactly is his background? Tian Bing brought Lin Tian to a hall. Lin Tian looked at the old and worn-out tables and chairs, shaking his head helplessly. Where are the people? Tian Bing quickly regained focus, then looked at a large bell outside the hall and said, the sect leader and the others are probably in seclusion. Only ringing this bell can disturb them. Call them out. Lin Tian found a place to sit, behaving like a distinguished guest as he settled down. Tian Bing didn't expect Lin Tian to be so arrogant and asked in surprise, should I really call them? Yes. Tian Bing said uneasily, if they get angry, I won't be able to save you. Do I need you to save me? Lin Tian retorted, even showing a playful smirk. Seeing Lin Tian smile, Tian Bing remembered how imposing he had been earlier, so he awkwardly walked to the bell and muttered, you said it yourself. Don't blame me later. Stop wasting words. Hurry up. Tian Bing had no choice but to grit his teeth, grab the wooden striker beside the bell, and start pounding it vigorously. Boom! The sound of the bell echoed throughout the mountains. In the mountains, people who were planting or cultivating in some places were all curious about why they heard the bell. Lin Tian, not seeing anyone, continued to shout with his eyes closed. Keep going, Tian Bing said gloomily, striking again. After a while, footsteps came from nearby, very fast, like the sound of steps on water. Lin Tian's ears twitched, and he let out a strange grin. Your cultivation is at the mid-golden core stage, right? Tian Bing was stunned for a moment, before noticing an old man with white hair standing not far away, looking at least 100 years old. Not only that, but this old man's skin was remarkably well preserved, like a young man's, yet he had a head of white hair. What are you doing? The old man barked at Tian Bing, who was so startled that he let go of the bell and respectfully said, Grand Elder. Grand Elder Su Bai of the Tianshui sect was known as the most handsome elder because he was truly very handsome. I'm asking you what you're doing. Su Bai's expression was stern, and Tian Bing immediately pointed at Lin Tian. It was him who wanted to see you all. Then 2 more people arrived, a hunchbacked old woman and an old man missing an arm. Tian Bing politely greeted them. Granny Fong, Grandpa Tai. As for these 2, Tian Bing didn't even know their real names. She only knew everyone called them that. Her swordsmanship was learned from Granny Fong. Girl, what are you doing? Granny Fong asked, puzzled with her hunchback. But Lin Tian opened his eyes, glanced at the 3 of them, and said leisurely, I asked her to call you all here. Shu Bai stared at Lin Tian, and after seeing no trace of fear in him, said suspiciously, I feel like I've seen you before. Seen me? Lin Tian was a bit surprised. Shu Bai replied, back then, the Lin family head brought you here to seek treatment. But you were only 10 years old back then, and still a fool. Lin Tian didn't expect Lin Yao had brought him to this place. Granny Fong also chuckled. Who would have thought the fool from back then has now woken up? Grandpa Tai also said with a grin. Back then, you even said you'd make me a clay prosthetic arm. Lin Tian paused for a moment, then couldn't help but laugh. Since we're all acquainted, I won't stand on ceremony. What do you mean? Su Bai was puzzled, but Tian Bing knew the tempers of these three, so he quickly came to Lin Tian's side and whispered. They are the Tinshui three freaks, with moods that shift from good to bad. Be careful with your words. Lin Tian didn't care about the Tinshui three freaks at all. Instead, he scanned the three and asked, which one of you is the sect leader? The sect leader is away on a journey. I am in charge of all matters, big and small, in the sect. Su Bai said coldly, but Lin Tian smiled and said, all right then, you should call me Grandmaster. The three of them were stunned for a moment, then looked at each other. Tian Bing thought Lin Tian had lost his mind and angrily said to Lin Tian, boy, don't play with fire. They are all elders, not like me, whom you can fool around with. But Lin Tian remained very calm and said with a smile, any questions? Su Bai immediately released his aura. On the spot, countless tables and chairs around were sent rolling. Even Tian Bing was pulled along by the wind, finally blocking himself behind a stone pillar and said urgently, gee, great elder, he's having one of his foolish spells again. You don't be angry. Boy, since I consider you a fool, I won't argue with you. But you must leave immediately and stop causing trouble here. Otherwise, Su Bai's stern expression looked as if he wanted to destroy someone. Granny Fong and Grandpa Tai, however, started chatting on the side. This kid has become even crazier after a few years away. Granny Fong shook her head helplessly, and Grandpa Tai also let out a sigh. Maybe he's terminally ill. But Lin Tian moved through this wind, step by step toward Su Bai. Granny Fong and Grandpa Tai thought Su Bai was going easy, but Su Bai's expression changed because in this airflow, even Tian Bing had been blown away, yet Lin Tian could still walk toward him. Not only that, Su Bai also noticed that when these air currents reached Lin Tian, they seemed to naturally disperse. Lin Tian just smiled. Don't underestimate the air-splitting technique. I'm sure your Tinshui sect has records of it too. What? Air-splitting technique? Su Bai was shocked. Not only Su Bai, but also Granny Fong and Grandpa Tai were stunned. After all, the air-splitting technique and the flowing water sword art were the most powerful spell and sword technique during the peak of the Tinshui sect. Lin Tian smiled as he looked at the three of them. The chi-splitting technique can split any gust of wind or airflow heading toward you into two halves, making them pass by on either side. How? How did you learn that? Su Bai could no longer hide his inner excitement, while Granny Fong and Grandpa, Iron on the side, were also stunned. As for Tian Bing, he was astonished and said, no way, he even knows this ancient technique of the Tinshui sect? Lin Tian, however, smiled at Su Bai. Put away. Su Bai immediately withdrew his aura, and Tian Bing, his body now steady, breathed a sigh of relief. That was terrifying. Su Bai stared suspiciously at Lin Tian. Who exactly are you? I am your ancestor. Our ancestor, Shui Lu, has long been missing. How could it be you? Su Bai thought Lin Tian was joking. Lin Tian was about to say something, but then he thought about the Tiangu faction still existing. If his identity were exposed, before he could become strong, these disciples and descendants might be wiped out. So Lin Tian suppressed the secret again. All you need to know is that I can bring the Tinshui sect back to its peak. Ask fewer questions about other matters. Why should we trust you? Shu Bai still had reservations, but Lin Tian looked at Tian Bing and said with a smile, lend me the sword. Again, Tian Bing, feeling upset, tossed the sword over. Lin Tian then performed the complete swordsmanship in front of the three. When the three saw the true swordsmanship, they were stunned because they only knew the first half of the technique and had no idea about the rest. Lin Tian sheathed the sword, tossed it back to Tian Bing, then looked at the three and said with a smile, I know the sword technique, but not the unpassed spells. Do you have any more doubts? Granny Fong said excitedly, could it be that you have received the true inheritance of our Tinshui sect's founder? Yes, it must be so. That Grandpa Tai also thought so. Shu Bai said with a grave expression. How exactly did you learn it? Lin Tian smiled as he looked at the three. Don't worry about how I learned it. All you need to know is that I am here to revive the Tinshui sect. The three had certainly thought about revival, but reality was always discouraging. After discussing privately for a while, Shu Bai stared at Lin Tian. As long as you can accomplish what I'm about to say, we are willing to follow you, and even calling you founder would be no problem. Say it. Lin Tian asked with a very calm smile. Within 1 year, increase our sect by 100 members at Qi, refining ninth layer or above. Second, make our sect a lower class sect. Then we will follow your orders. Su Bai stated each condition in turn. Tian Bing was stunned upon hearing this. What? 100 Qi refining ninth layer or above within 1 year? That's completely impossible. If you can't even do this, how can you lead us to revival? Su Bai said coldly, and Granny Fong also spoke up. That's right, we don't want to be deceived. Grandpa Tai stared at Lin Tian and said, Kid, if you want us to entrust our fate to you, you'll have to prove yourself. Lin Tian, however, laughed. A year is too long. Make a month. As for a lower class sect, what qualifies as lower class? When everyone heard Lin Tian say 1 month, those present thought they had misheard, and that Tian Bing even asked, Idiot, are you joking? 1 month. That's right, 1 month. However, Tian Bing still thought Lin Tian was talking nonsense, but Su Bai spoke up. The criteria for a lower class sect is simple, that our sect has one person whose cultivation has reached the nascent soul stage. Nascent soul is just above golden core, right? Lin Tian thought it was something difficult, but upon hearing how simple it was, he just smiled. Su Bai nodded. Yes. Lin Tian just shrugged and smiled. All right, when I get back, I'll find a way to help you break through to the nascent soul stage. What? The three of them exchanged glances, and Lin Tian laughed. You're the closest to the nascent soul stage, so helping you break through is the simplest method. But Su Bai frowned. Kid, we're not joking with you. I'm not joking either. Just wait for me to come back. With that, Lin Tian asked Tian Bing to take him down a mountain. As Tian Bing passed by the three, he said awkwardly, Elders, you can keep treating him like an idiot. Don't take it too seriously. But Su Bai stared at Lin Tian's back. That spell and sword technique of yours, how did you learn them? I'll tell you all when I get the chance. Lin Tian knew this wasn't the right time, so he paused with a smile and then continued to leave. Tian Bing caught up from behind. You idiot! Can you watch your mouth in the future? You nearly got me killed. Lin Tian walked ahead without a word, which made Tian Bing so angry that she kept muttering behind him until Mu Dong saw the two of them come out and asked curiously, Was it you who rang the bell just now? Tian Bing said a bit angrily. Yes. Thinking Tian Bing had been scolded, Mu Dong tried to soothe her. Junior sister, don't take it too seriously. I'm leaving. Tian Bing gloomily followed Lin Tian's pace, and Mu Dong had no choice but to see them off down the mountain. After leaving the Tianshui sect's mountain, Lin Tian suddenly asked curiously, You're a city lord's daughter. Logically, there should be no problem for you to go to the Tianyang sect. Why did you come to this small sect? Tian Bing didn't expect Lin Tian to ask her this, but she refused to say. I'm not telling you. Don't you want the sword technique anymore? If you keep tempting me with this, but you won't give it to me. Tian Bing said angrily. Lin Tian smiled in response. All right, I'll teach you now, but whether you can comprehend it depends on your fate. After saying that, Lin Tian went to a forest, picked a small branch, and began to demonstrate the sword technique, though this time in slow motion. At first, Tian Bing thought Lin Tian was just flailing around, but after watching for a while, she became captivated. He had several hundred moves in his sword technique. After Lin Tian finished demonstrating, he said, The slow version is just like that. Did you remember it? Oh, there's so many. How can I remember them all? Tian Bing immediately complained. Lin Tian shook his head with a look of disappointment, as if regretting that she wasn't living up to his expectations. I'll demonstrate it a few more times. Then you go practice on your own until you can seamlessly connect all these moves within 3 breaths. That's when you'll be able to unleash the strongest move, the tsunami sword wave. That tempted Tian Bing, but when she realized 3 breaths meant several hundred moves, over 100 moves per breath, she was instantly stunned. 100 moves per breath? How is that possible? That's why you need to practice more. After saying that, Lin Tian swung the sword a few more times, then put it down and said, Now can you tell me why you went to the Tianshui sect? Tian Bing, drenched in sweat, replied, When I was little, I fell ill, and it was Granny Fong's medicine that saved me. So later, I started learning swordsmanship from her. Just that simple? Yes. Lin Tian understood. He looked up at the sky, saw that it was starting to get dark, and said, I'm going back. You can practice on your own. Tian Bing, hearing that Lin Tian was leaving and seeing the dark forest around, immediately caught up. Hey, wait for me. Lin Tian ignored her and quickened his pace. At first, Tian Bing didn't find it hard to follow, but gradually she started panting and cursed under her breath. How? How is this kid so fast? This girl has some perseverance. Lin Tian couldn't help but think of his little apprentice, Qin Yu. Back then, Qin Yu chased after him madly to become his disciple, never stopping until her shoes were worn out. Tian Bing, unaware of Lin Tian's thoughts, called out from behind. Stop! Lin Tian didn't pay her any mind until the sky grew darker, and when they were near Tianyang City, some ragged-looking men with weapons emerged from a side path. These men carried knives, swords, and staffs. The leader was a one-eyed man with a full beard, stroking his chin and grinning at Tian Bing. Miss Tian, what a small world, isn't it? It's you. Tian Bing's face paled at the sight of them. These people are notorious bandits near Tianyang City, who have been opposing the city lord's mansion all along. So naturally, Tian Bing is also an important target for them. But Lin Tian glanced at them and asked weakly, Can I leave? It has nothing to do with you, so of course you can. But to prevent you from tipping off the city, stand aside first. We'll let you go after we finish our business. The one-eyed man said to Lin Tian and told a short man to watch him. The short man pulled Lin Tian aside. Lin Tian looked around, then found a rock and lay down on it. Hey kid, you're pretty carefree, huh? The one-eyed man hadn't expected Lin Tian to be so at ease and let out a strange laugh. Lin Tian just said indifferently, You go ahead with your robbery, I'll watch mine. No interference. These words made the bandits laugh, but Tian Bing grew anxious. You coward. They're robbing you, not me. Lin Tian acted as if it had nothing to do with him. Seeing that Lin Tian and Tian Bing seemed unrelated, the bandits surrounded Tian Bing even more recklessly. One-Eyed Dragon was still grinning at Tian Bing. Miss Tian, our fortress master has always wanted to take you back as his bride. What do you think? Dream on. I would rather die than go back with you. Tian Bing drew her sword and pointed it at them. One-Eyed Dragon didn't take it seriously at all and even teased. Miss Tian, you're only at the 9th level of Qi refining, while I'm already at the early foundation establishment stage. Do you think your sword can hurt me? Who cares? Tian Bing, angered, executed her sword technique, and this technique was much faster than when she used it against Lin Tian during the day. In an instant, One-Eyed Dragon, caught off guard, had a part of his bushy beard cut off. This startled One-Eyed Dragon, who stepped back and said angrily, You little girl, you refuse a toast only to drink a forfeit. Then One-Eyed Dragon ordered several men to pick up shields and charge at Tian Bing. Shocked, Tian Bing swept her sword energy, but it was all blocked by the shields. Taking advantage, One-Eyed Dragon threw a chain from his hand, with a small iron ball at one end, and quickly entangled Tian Bing. Tian Bing's feet were immediately entangled, and then the one-eyed man threw another net, trapping Tian Bing underneath. Even though Tian Bing had a sword at this moment, it was useless, and the one-eyed man laughed heartily. Carry her away. Tian Bing was shocked and shouted to Lin Tian, who remained unmoved. Hurry and go into the city to find someone to rescue me. Lin Tian didn't say a word, but the one-eyed man said to the short man, Take care of this Qi refining kid. Yes. The short man immediately charged with a knife, but Lin Tian casually asked, Didn't you say you'd let me go once you caught her? The short man let out a sinister laugh. Keeping your word to a bandit? Are you a child? So you're saying you're going to kill me? Lin Tian gave a helpless smile. Seeing that Lin Tian still had the mood to smile, the short man revealed a lecherous grin. Too bad for you, you had to see something you shouldn't have. With that, he thrust his knife at Lin Tian, but before the blade could touch him, Lin Tian caught it between his fingers. Not only that, but 2 streams of air flowed on either side of the blade, which Lin Tian had condensed. At that moment, the knife wielder's hands went numb from the airflow, so he quickly let go, and the knife fell to the ground. The next moment, a ball of fire formed in Lin Tian's hand, and he gave a slight smile. Let play with you. Before the man holding the knife could react, the fire pounced on him, jumping on his body like a little child. Wherever it went, fire immediately spread, and then a scream was heard. The other bandits, who had only walked a few steps ahead, were all frightened, then quickly snapped back to reality. Damn it, kill him for me. The one-eyed dragon got furious and directly ordered his men to go. Tian Bing, trapped in the net. Although she didn't know what was happening, she knew that Lin Tian facing so many people was definitely in great danger. So she shouted, "Run away quickly. What are you being stupid for?" The one-eyed dragon was at foundation establishment stage, while Lin Tian was only at chi refining. Even though Lin Tian had been lucky to kill that small bandit just now, Tian Bing still didn't think Lin Tian was capable of withstanding the one-eyed dragon's attack. After watching his brother turn to ashes lying there, the one-eyed dragon said angrily to Lin Tian, "Tell me what pill you used to injure him. Do I need to resort to such a cheap trick as pills?" Lin Tian sneered contemptuously, while the bandits, bewildered, rolled up their sleeves one by one. "This kid is too arrogant. Let me deal with him. Let me do it. I'll cut him down with one slash. Mimi, I'll run him through with my sword." Tian Bing, trapped in the net, saw Lin Tian still so arrogant and muttered a curse under her breath. This bastard, at a time like this, still so cold and arrogant. Does he really think he's something special? At that moment, Lin Tian held a ball of fire in his hand, which was orange at first, then gradually turned yellow, and finally had a hint of green. The bandits exchanged glances, but Lin Tian just smiled at the raucous group. "Do you want to come one by one or all at once?" These men hadn't expected Lin Tian to still dare provoke them. Enraged, they surged forward, ready to hack him to death with their blades. But Lin Tian flicked his wrist, and the flame flashed, then split and scattered onto each of the men. Instantly, 5 flaming figures appeared before one eye, and those men dropped their weapons and jumped wildly on the spot. "Help! It's burning. I'm dying. I can't take it anymore. No, I don't want to die." One by one, these people screamed and fell to the ground, convulsing. One eye was dumbfounded until Lin Tian shook his hand, and all the flames merged into one and returned to Lin Tian's palm. Tian Bing naturally saw the entire process, and her mouth was wide open as if stuffed with an egg. One eye also realized the problem. His pupils contracted, then he drew his sword and pointed it at Lin Tian, warning, "Kid, I am Tu Guang, the nephew of the master of Tujia Fort. If you don't want to die horribly, just admit your mistake obediently." Lin Tian grinned viciously, said nothing, opened his palm, and the flames turned green somehow, instantly leaping onto One Eye's body. One Eye screamed, "Ah!" and then directly swung his sword and chopped off the other hand that was caught on fire. The severed hand instantly burned to ashes, and the one-eyed man dropped his sword, took a talisman from his bosom, crushed it, and vanished. An Earth Escape talisman. Interesting. Lin Tian waved his hand and retracted the flames. Tian Bing snapped back to reality and shouted excitedly, "Young Master Lin, save me. What did you call me?" Lin Tian looked at her and asked back. Tian Bing laughed awkwardly. I misjudged you today. It's my fault." "Misjudged?" "Yes, I thought you were weak, stupid, and liked to brag, even arrogant." Tian Bing blurted out all the impressions she had of Lin Tian. Lin Tian helplessly turned to leave. Tian Bing was stunned. "Hey, why are you so petty?" Lin Tian said as he walked. "I don't care what you think of me, but you addressed me wrong." "Addressed wrong?" Tian Bing was confused, but Lin Tian said nothing and kept walking, as if to leave. Then Tian Bing had a sudden inspiration in her anxiety and, blushing slightly, shouted, "Ancestor, is this acceptable?" Lin Tian stopped in his tracks, flicked his finger, and the green flame moved as if it could walk on its own, appearing before Tian Bing in an instant, burning the net to ash. Tian Bing trembled with fear and stammered, "Aren't you afraid it'll burn me to death? It listens to me, how could it burn you?" As Lin Tian walked, he clenched his hand, and the flame vanished. Tian Bing immediately chased after him, then asked with a strange expression, "What kind of fire is that? Why is it so bizarre?" "Spirit fire." Tian Bing exclaimed in shock. "The legendary spirit fire?" "Yes." But Tian Bing asked, puzzled, "I heard spirit fire is sentient and only has one color at a time, the weakest being red, then orange, yellow, green, cyan, blue, and purple. But yours seems to have multiple colors. Low-level spirit fire can evolve into high-level spirit fire. After reaching purple, it can advance to immortal fire and finally to divine fire. Mine is the king of flames among divine fires." Lin Tian muttered to himself. "Tian Bing, however, looked completely confused. What's immortal fire? What's divine fire? I don't understand. Ignorant. The two words Lin Tian made Tian Bing feel utterly ashamed, he said. Well, your fire changes color because it's a divine flame. Lin Tian extended his palm. The flame turned red again and then slowly began to change color. Why does it start red and then slowly change? It consumes spiritual energy. When there's no more spiritual energy around, it stops. Then it can use the consumed spiritual energy to release intense heat. As Lin Tian finished speaking, he waved his hand. The flame landed on a tree, which immediately caught fire and then turned into a pile of smoldering charcoal. Only then did Tian Bing realize how terrifying Lin Tian was. And thinking about how she had been quarreling with him all day, she got goosebumps. You wouldn't set that fire on me, would you? You are my grand disciple. As long as you don't betray the sect, nothing will happen. But if you do betray the sect, then... Lin Tian smirked. Then what? Once a disciple betrayed me. I burned his body, extracted his soul, and then made him unable to reincarnate or vanish for eternity, tormenting him until he went mad. Tian Bing's heart nearly leaped in her throat, and Lin Tian suddenly let out that sly grin. Relax, as long as you don't betray me, nothing will happen. Ancestor, you can rest assured, I absolutely won't. Tian Bing's face turned pale with fear at that moment. Lin Tian then collected himself and looked at the Tianyang city before him. In this Tianyang city, where can I find alchemy furnaces and herbs? You want to refine pills? Yeah, I need to make some foundation establishment pills to recruit some good qi refining 9th layer talents for the Tianshui sect. What? You can even refine foundation establishment pills? Tian Bing's mouth fell open, and Lin Tian shot back. Foundation establishment pills? Any kid can refine them. Is it supposed to be hard? Tian Bing stared at Lin Tian like he was some kind of monster. Ancestor, let me take you to find the furnace and herbs. Lead the way. But as they entered the city, the patrolling guards looked puzzled, watching Tian Bing walk over from a distance, even whispering among themselves. Why is the eldest daughter with that fool? Could she be going to call off the engagement for the second young miss? I guess the young lady has been clamoring every day to go find that fool and break off the engagement. Looks like that fool has been fooled by the young lady. Lin Tian heard their conversation, looked curiously at Tian Bing, but Tian Bing immediately glared at those guards as if she wanted to kill them, and said angrily, Do you think your tongues are too long? Want me to cut them off for you? Those guards immediately scattered in all directions, but Tian Bing turned to Lin Tian and said very politely with a smile, as if afraid to anger him, This was all my ignorance in the past. Lin Tian smiled without speaking and continued walking forward. Tian Bing pointed at those gossiping guards. I'll deal with you later. Those guards wondered why Tian Bing was so polite to Lin Tian. Meanwhile, Tian Bing caught up with Lin Tian and couldn't help asking, Ancestor, you're so powerful. Why didn't you just wipe out those bandits earlier, but instead waited until they capture me before taking action? Would you step on ants every day? Lin Tian looked at her and asked. Tian Bing shook her head and giggled. Only a fool plays with ants. Right? If ants appear before me, as long as they don't provoke me, why would I step on them? After saying that, Lin Tian continued to ignore Tian Bing's dazed expression.